KX News Storm Team.
All right, welcome back. It is 5:18 here on Monday morning. Hope you had a good weekend. Andre and I coming to you from the KX studios here on Good Day Dakota. I know we're tracking. We saw some lightning off of one of our cameras around the Bismarck area. I know there's some spotty shower action right now.
Right, we're kind of surrounded by that spotty shower activity. I'll show you that momentarily here. But again, we are currently seeing those overcast conditions here across the Bismarck area. As we look at our current KX cam right now, we are continuing to see those cloudy skies. And again, there could be some lightning strikes in the distance because we are seeing some shower activity surrounding the capital city. And guess what? The temperature is at 60 degrees and the winds are out of the north and west at 10 miles per hour. But as we head over into our current storm team radar right now, we are looking at those mainly dry conditions across the viewing area for the most part, exception again near the capital city where we are seeing some of that shower and embedded thunderstorm activity. But let's dive in a little deeper, shall we? Looking here north of Bismarck, we are seeing the rainfall along just north of New Salem too, and this is going to continue to move its way towards the south and east, so places like Steele, potentially into Robinson and to Hazleton, that's going to be the next in line, so we're going to be watching that very closely here. But as far as our current temperatures, our temperatures for the moment are mainly in the 50s and 60s, so it is a rather mild start to our day. Now we have this northeasterly flow due to this area of high pressure, and that's going to allow for a little bit of that shower and thunderstorm activity today, mainly in our eastern areas, and then this feature is going to be moving its way towards the east, and it's going to help warm things up because guess what? We're going to acquire a full southerly flow once we get into the day on Tuesday and into the day on Wednesday, and that's going to help increase those temperatures each and every day through our Wednesday, so that's something to keep in mind. Now, the eastern portions of the viewing area will be seeing those marginal chances of severe weather, and this means that we could see some damaging wind and hail potential, and this is again at a very minimum here, and the main timing for this will be in the late morning and early afternoon hours. Now looking at our highs for today, our highs for today will mainly be in the 70s with a few 80s across the viewing area as well, but once we get into tonight we will see those temperatures drop down into the 50s, so we're going to be seeing quite a mild night in store for us here. And as we enter into our Tuesday, temperatures will increase into the widespread 80s, so that's something to really keep in mind here. And looking here in Williston, we will be seeing those temperatures increase into the upper 90s potentially by the time we get into our Wednesday, and into our Thursday we're going to see those temperatures drop back down into the mid 80s, and we could even see some rain chances late Wednesday into Thursday. We're going to be watching that very closely, and once we get into our Friday, temperatures will drop back down into the 70s. But once we get into the Dickinson area, about a common pattern here with those mid 90s by Wednesday, and then upper 80s for Thursday, and then 70s once again for our Friday. Now looking here in the Magic City, we're starting out in the 70s today, but mid 80s for our Tuesday, 90s for our Wednesday and Thursday. But by the time we get into the weekend, we're going to start on the cooler side for our Friday, and then 80s return once again for the weekend, and that same thing goes for the capital city too, so we're going to be watching that very closely. But for today, Chance, it looks like today is going to be quite a slightly cooler day, and also we're going to be seeing those isolated thunderstorms in our eastern areas.
Nothing wrong with a 79. Now, I'll tell you, there's an issue with the 93.
Yeah,
when we get up to the mid to upper 90s there.
Yeah, I agree. You know, the heat, can go away.
It can. It can pack its bag and head back to Florida or somewhere down south.
Yes, indeed.
All right, still to come on Good Day Dakota, KX News.